Okay.
All right, I think everybody's still waiting to get into the con.
Yeah.
Do we, I think you got a whole line outside.
I know, man. We're doing our best.
You're doing good, though. You're doing
good. So, all right, well, let's wait.
All right. Everybody's good? Yes?
Yeah!
All right, welcome today, guys. Welcome. I've been passing everybody through here, and I didn't know if that was the line to get in there still or not, but you guys look like you have
I don't even know. So.
They're still waiting to get in there. But
anyway, let me introduce you very quickly. Primero a todos, bienvenidos al Puerto Rico Comic Con. Muchas gracias por la paciencia y de todo. Lo voy a dejar con Jason David Frank, obviamente lo conoce, un fuerte aplauso. This is the second time. And very good friend of mine, Gambit Melendez, will be doing the Q&A.
Okay.
So you guys can compare tattoos and ink and all that stuff. So básicamente el formato es bien sencillo. Vamos a hacer unas cuantas preguntas aquí entre Gambit y Jason, dialogar, bien chévere, etc. Entonces pues, le vamos a dar un break a ustedes para que hagan sus preguntas a Jason, por favor. Una pregunta por persona. Y Gambit va a avisar cuando ya estemos cortos de tiempo y va a avisar, ¿verdad?, cuál es la última pregunta a la persona que le toque. Así que disfruten. De nuevo, un fuerte aplauso.
Muchas gracias. Buenas tardes. ¿No se escucharon? ¿No se escuchan? Otra vez. ¿No desayunaron?
No!
No puedo escucharlo.
It's morphing time. It's morphing time.
First of all,
No desayunamos.
nice to meet you.
No, ven acá.
Ok. Recuerden que es una pregunta por paciente. Jason, like I do so far, the second time here, so.
Yeah, it's, I'm having a great time. We're filming for my reality show, My Morphin Life, that we have. So we were filming that out in Puerto Rico. Got a chance to get lost yesterday to see the whole island, so that was awesome.
Nice.
Went to the beach, went skydiving, went into town. What else did we do? There's my wife back there, Tammy. Wave to everybody. Anyway, so yeah, we had a good time here, so it's been awesome.
Very good.
Yeah.
Nice. So, when is this your reality coming out?
The show this season is on Bat in the Sun, and it's just season 1, but we have a lot of interest in season 2 for a lot of bigger networks and stuff like that. And then we got the whole, Saban's rebooting the movie with Lionsgate, and just a whole bunch of stuff happening next year. So it's I did the reality show last year, and episode 3 is on. Did anybody see episode 3 of My Morphin Life?
Yeah!
Tammy's fight is episode 4, so her fight will be next episode, probably in a couple weeks or so. We'll release that one.
Nice.
And so it's been fun, but this episode, a lot of good stuff. Tammy crashed the rent-a-car. Took Steve Cardini skydiving. What else did we do? We just did a whole bunch of stuff.
How did that happen? Wait, the car crash.
Sorry, I let her drive, and
But it's fun so far.
Yeah, it is.
That's good. So we'll expect to see you again in the near future.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. I got a lot of good stuff. Got a lot of good stuff working with Saban, talking to them, and just a lot of good stuff next year that I believe is, it's going to be proper timing for the fans and proper timing for me as an actor.
That's apart from My Morphin Life, what else are you going to be working on?
Well, we did a movie with Bat in the Sun. It's a special ops movie that's going to be probably released in October, at least the first part of it. Of course, I still fight and all that stuff, but no fights planned as of yet. And of course, when I got my, karate schools and the clothing company, but the biggest thing is we're doing a superhero beatdown. We had the White Ranger versus Scorpion, and we're filming the Green Ranger superhero beatdown. That's pretty much, I think, even possibly Saban might be involved on that. So it's going to be a stamped approved superhero beatdown that all the fans can like. And when I do something when it regards Power Rangers, I like it to be legit. I like to sign legit toys, legit artwork, even though I'll sign whatever you want. I'm just saying I love it to be company approved because you have more, I guess it's just it's official.
Yeah, I think official.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one question for each one of you.
Hey Tammy, why don't you come here real quick? Let me see your promos. I'm gonna give you guys something if you guys ask a question. Not my wife. Don't get too excited. You can come sit up here and just sign these as they ask questions. We got a little promo from the reality show that we have. Just like that. Just a little promo card that talks about our show. This is her because she started in episode 3 or 4. I signed it and she'll sign it for y'all. And when you guys ask a question, we'll just be happy to give you one, all right? So we'll do that. But just, I always give something for people to ask questions, as long as they're easy questions for me.
Okay, so who's gonna break the ice?
Hi, Jason.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, so it's your second time here, Steve's here, Johnny's been here before. I was wondering if maybe, since a lot of you guys see each other at the conventions, is there any possibility for you to come back and other Power Ranger actors as well?
You know, that's a good question. There is over like 100 cons each month. And I've signed on to big cons like Wizard World, who I always do cons with, and Puerto Rico Comic I did 2 years ago. But I do a lot of big shows like New York Comic Con, Wizard World, and it's hard to there's 112 actors, on Power Rangers. So usually when a promoter picks one, they'll pick one or the other. And personally, I'd like to see Johnny Bosch. I mean, I haven't seen Johnny, and I haven't done a show with Johnny Bosch in a very long time. And we're doing a Houston show with the Super Mega Force cast that I worked with. So we're going to do that, and that will air in October. Thank you. So that's coming in there, but we'll see. We'll see if the paths cross, because right now my hometown is Houston, and I have some Power Rangers in Houston, but that's my hometown. But I'm here in Puerto Rico. So it's just like hit or miss all the time. So one day probably, but for now I'm booked on the Wizard World tours next year, and I'm already booking out to 2016. And I do this because I love it. I don't do it for money. I don't, it's not about that at all. I do it to reach the fans, and the fans embrace things like our TV show and the movies, and the whole reboot movie is all because of you guys. It's because of the fans. Everyone's, oh, the reboot is because of the fans. Give me one of these if you like them up here. Yeah, right, thank you. Maybe slide with it. Is that okay if they come up? Yeah. Slide a little barricade down.
Okay, next question. Anyone else has a question?
Para tienes una fila.
You just want a free autograph, huh? Because we talked before.
You don't make a welcome for it. Now, I want to talk about Power Rangers Mega Force. Are you still putting your role as a mentor to the new upcoming actors, or what is Tommy Oliver's role in the new show?
This is what I want, and this is what I'm working on. And there's no beans to spill, obviously, until I have a bean to spill. But I want to do the Green Ranger series. That's what I want to do. I want to, the Green Ranger's like the Wolverine of X-Men, and I just feel that, for real, like Wolverine can handle his own movie, Green Ranger can handle his own movie, and I want to bring back some people in the series and give it a history. Give Tommy Oliver the history that no one knows, because going to a doctor, there's no history at all, and then going to Megaforce, I'm the Green Ranger, so your guess is as good as mine. Why I didn't come back as Dino, and why I didn't come back as this Ranger, and that Ranger, and, if they say Turbo, I'd be like, I don't know about that. But so that's what I really want to do. And as far as being involved with Saban, I love Saban. I have nothing bad to say about Saban. He's a great guy. He's obviously relaunched the whole franchise. It was with Disney, and now it's brought back up again to relaunch the whole Power Ranger mega craze all over again. So you can get one of these if you want, man. No, you don't want it? Nah, I'll see you later. And then my last experience was Dino Black Ranger, and so I would probably say, Instagram pictures. She always beats me to Instagram.
Let's not get a shot and steal it.
Alright, there we go. Anyway, I'd probably say the Green Ranger at the very beginning.
I got one. That's not remember.
All right. So probably the Green Ranger. You can come get an autograph, buddy. Oh. Yeah, go for it. Thank you. I signed it too, and my wife. And it shows the TV show. All right, buddy. Thank you. What's up, buddy?
I just wanted to ask you, how was it like filming the special for Superman Force?
Special. It was very special. It was pretty weird filming because all the Rangers were there. All of them in helmet heads, like not real, they real, but all helmet heads, like 100 and something, whatever there were, all around the hills, and it's kind of overwhelming because when I started there was no one, just us, you know. So it like grew, the Power Rangers grew, so it was pretty overwhelming. It was exciting to go back and to be the Green Ranger, and like I said, for you all, like my whole why I think Saban loves to work with me and why I love to work with other people is I do things for the fans. Like, it's not about the money. It's not at all. Like, they called me and I said, I'll do it. Okay, great. You know, everyone got offered it, but no one did it. And it came down to why. That's the question. And we all know why is the answer. So for me, like, I would do anything. That's why I said the Green Ranger series, I do for free. I told Saban, I'll do it for free. I want to do it for my fans. I love the reactions of seeing my fans go, wow, wow, you know what I mean? And money can't buy that. You know, when you see that enjoyment or you hear that excitement or, you know, I had a fan that was crying today, money can't buy that stuff. That's like emotions, you know what I mean? And it makes me feel good. So that's why, you know, I do the series and we do My Morphin Life as we started the whole reality show is just for fun. You know, and it turned into something big now, and it turned into season 2, and we got bigger networks looking at it. So I believe if you're passionate about something and you do it for fun, not work, you'll survive longer than anyone else. So this is fun.
I wanted to ask you, in the near future, other than the whole Green Ranger series, are you planning to appear on any other show that they might put for Power Rangers? Do another Ranger?
Gosh, drinking my thing. You know, like I said, I'm there for the Saban franchise. Whatever they'd like me to do, as long as the role makes sense, that's the only thing that matters to me. It's not like, well, how much am I getting paid, and what am I going to benefit, and where I'm going to go. It's like, well, what's the role? I don't want to be Zordon trapped in a bubble. Sorry, I'm not going to shave my head and paint myself white and be like, Rangers! I don't want that. So, you probably won't see me be Zordon. But overall, if it's good, and it's something that, you know, that I like to do, and you guys want to see it, it's great. So I kind of think like fans think. If it's cool to me, then it's going to be cool to them. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. Thank you. You can get the hard.
So, hi Jason.
Hi.
My question is, are you going to open a dojo here in Puerto Rico?
Man, I would love to open a dojo in Puerto Rico, but I would never work at it. I would just lay at the beach. I'd be like, classes are open, man. Let's just kick back at the beach. Yes, sir. I said, relax. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. we just learned to. Yeah, it would be cool. But I'd probably be lazy. But, yeah, it'd be nice. Thank you, buddy.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi.
First of all, it's an honor to be here.
Thank you, buddy.
And my question is, if you were able to do like a Marvel superhero or a DC superhero, which role would you apply to?
What's up, buddy?
Hey man, long time fan.
Thank you.
I have a silly question and a comment.
Okay.
On the show, you guys had all distinctive like grunts and yells, yours especially. How'd you come up with that?
Man, it's funny because key eyes, from the very beginning, go watch episode number 1. Nobody key eyes correct. Everybody, yeah, like it's from here. A key eye is supposed to come from the bottom of your stomach, and it can't be. You can't say this. It needs to from here, and it comes from here within, not. And everyone did that. Everybody. So when I started the show, I was like, oh my God, I never want a key eye like them. So watch the key eyes change. Everybody starts hearing my key eyes, and they don't want to look silly, and then the key eyes, got changed. I'd hear people practice their key eyes. I would hear people practice their key eyes on set. Like I'd hear Austin over there, man, like, you know, probably in the bathroom. So my key eyes have always been there. You can look at, we saw a video when I was 10, my key eyes were the same, but it comes from within. And it's kind of like if you ask a singer, or, you know, how'd you get that voice? It's kind of like, God gave it to me, it's just kind of here. So there's no specific, but that was my trademark moves. You know, the key eyes, and I was known for that. And my kicks were first time doing those kind of kicks, and you know, so it became like I just took what I knew in martial arts and put it to the screen. Because I was a sensei, and I still am, but I had lots of kids that look up to me even before Power Rangers. So, you know, when Power Rangers came, it just magnified by 1,000 times, you know. So I just loved working with kids. I loved key eyes, and I loved karate, and I stayed true to it. But I know you have a comment?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking you'd be perfect for like Johnny Cage for Mortal Kombat.
Oh
Johnny
my
Cage.
God.
It's interesting. I'll take it. Thank you, man.
Hello again.
Hi.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
I have 2 questions that I would like to ask. If that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The first question is, with the progression of Tommy Oliver as a character, from Green Ranger to Doctor to where he is now in Super Megaforce, what do you think will happen to him after? Like, will there be any more appearances by him, and will they be relevant to the series? And the second question is kind of a joke. Would there ever be a possibility in the future of a Wolverine Ranger?
Oh. If there was, I'll play that one. In regards to the first one, what I don't have the answers for is what I'm trying to get the answers. Is, like I said, the Green Ranger series is going to fill in where I've been and where I'm going. That's pretty much what it's going to be. And we have a lot of people that are interested in the Green Ranger series. I mean, it's just flooding up right now, and I just want to put history to where I was at Megaforce and where I'm going. Because ultimately, that's the only way to do it, is the Green Ranger series, to tie in history, because we need the history. And it's not like Dino Thunder, where you have like 5 minutes to go through everything and look at this and that. I learned more there than I ever did. I didn't even know the lines, you know? But it needs a little bit more. So that's where I would say where I want it to go. As far as where Tommy's going, who knows? 20 years later, you know, he's still... And I say Tommy, like the Green Ranger, is the most popular character of all times, just because of the way that they branded it and the way that my character was. And I was on my own, and I came to save people. And to be honest, that's what I would rather do than lead. I would never took over as a leader. I'd just rather be on my own, do my own thing, getting calls. All right, guys, I'll be there, save them, and then come back, you know? That'd be the ultimate character for me. So hopefully that answers your question.
Thank you very much.
All right, but you can come grab one of these two, but thank you.
Welcome. My question is, when you were filming all the series, how was your life with all those other actors? Will you always get along with them, or there was difficulties?
I think when time was over, you just wanted to go home. You know what I mean? I mean, we spent 12 to 14-hour days, 6 days a week, for year after year after year. There's a point where, you know, it's not what you see on TV, you know, and sometimes it's like, everyone, ooh, rah, rah, let's go, ha, cut, all right, bye, I'm going home, you know? And it's like, it's movie making. But it's just like real life. If you have 6 people, you'll get along with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. You'll still get along with the other ones, but you don't click. You know, you can't meet 6 people and just click and be like, you're my best friend, you're my best friend. Stage 5, you're my best friend. You know, I'm a cleaner. You know what I mean? So you'll meet people and you'll stick together through thick or thin. And what happened was the 2 groups that, as you guys know, that, you know, it was Austin, Walter, and Twee. They kind of went this way because they wanted more money for the show and they wanted to go on strike. And me, David, and Amy went this way and said, we're cool, I'm okay, I'm okay, I love the show, I would do it for free, and I was okay. These guys are trying to better the show, as they say, but they were only trying to better themselves. You can't better me when I'm better already. That's all. Like, I don't want no part in that. I don't want to go to a peace conference, I don't want to go nowhere, I want to stay on the show. And that's kind of what happened. This is why the cast members have changed, all for one thing. That's it. I don't care what you say. It's all for one thing. I've been there the longest. I've stayed. I've never asked. They took care of me. When it was Turbo, I just decided to leave, you know, because of whatever the situation was. I tried, you know, I want more compliments, and that really wasn't coming. This pays more than like just throwing money at you. For me, it does. And so I left, took a break, came back, and you know, now they're patting me on the back saying, you know, thanks for promoting us, and I'm like, yeah, it feels good that way. So, but as far as who would stick around, who would hang, I mean, I still talk to Dave, I talk to Johnny, I haven't talked to, you know, Austin in years. I mean, it's been like 8 years. No one's heard from the guy. I think he's doing a con now, but no one's heard from him. And it's kind of hard to remain friends with someone or be friends with someone when you don't even know them. Because we're growing up now. There's childish things they do, and then you think, oh, I hope they grow up. And then you look, and you're like, they never grow up. You know what I mean? So I got along with a lot of good people that we just remained close. But the cast changed so much that it was just so hard to, by the time you got along with someone, they were gone, you know? So, but that's all. We still get along. It's just I haven't seen some of them in a long time. So, you got a quote there, buddy. No problem. Thank you.
If you guys are interested in opening a karate school, I'd be happy to run it for you guys.
Ah, there you go. But I'll go to the beach and you'll teach class.
You could go to the beach. I'll teach you class. My question is regarding the Power Rangers movie reboot. We don't know much about it, but if they let themselves go with the material from the show, they could easily make a Green Ranger movie where the Green Ranger's the villain.
Yeah.
What would you like to actually see in the movie?
That'd be great, man. I think right now, you know, in regards to if they're trying to balance it out, think about what they want to do. I know I want the Green Ranger villain would be cool. I mean, I just want to be part of it. You know, I'd like to, again, see the Green Ranger movie. I'd like to see, I don't want to take nothing away from a reboot. You know, because they're going to hire new actors. We're not high school kids no more. You know what I'm saying? Pick me. Nah, pick whoever. Either make me a special guest appearance like Johnny Depp did in 21 Jump Street and let me run with my own, what I want to do with the Green Ranger series. So they want to reboot it, so I don't want to interfere with any reboot or anything like that, but I do want to run interference as far as what my fans want to see happen. Is I want to be proud of a reboot, or I want to be proud of something that they're going to do because it makes me look good or it makes me look bad. So whatever decision they make, I'm happy for. I think the Green Ranger villain would be awesome. You know, even if I played a villain or it's very careful on what I want in a reboot, because remember, a reboot means you erase and start over again. So if I'm in there as another character, then I'm kind of starting another generation, not as Tommy, as something else, and I don't want to do that for my character. That's why I'd rather just leave the reboot alone and get my Green Ranger film going. You know, so I don't have to worry about it. I'll just let them do the whole new thing, and I'll carry on the old tradition over here, and we'll have some for the new, and this is for the old, and we're good to go. You know what I mean?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, my question is, what do you think are the best Ranger, the retro or the new Rangers?
Us, dude.
And the question is, what do you think are the best Ranger, the retro or the new Rangers?
The original or the new ones?
Yeah. Yes.
I said us. No, man. I'm just happy there's still Rangers to represent us. You know what I mean? But as far as the original, it's hard when you say that for me because I have all these like we're living with the original, like Austin, Walter, Dick, living with the original, Steve, Johnny. You know, if it was my idea to call a cast of 5 people together on the phone right now, it was obviously I'd call me. I'd make her the Pink Ranger now. I'd call me, I'd call Johnny Bosch, I would call Steve, and then I'd call, Catherine, and then I'd maybe call Font or someone else for the new. But it's hard when you got to pick like only 5 out of 100 and something, and sometimes you don't want to even answer it because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard. It's like, I tell her, if you're holding my hand off a cliff and you're holding my hand and holding Jenna, who would you let go first? I always used to ask those questions. But she let me go because I got a parachute and she's. I already told Jenna I'd let her go too. I mean, I just my little girl.
No, he said, I'll let Jenna go because we can always make it happen with.
Poor Jenna. Oh my God. Poor Jenna. We're so sorry, Jenna. We're just joking. Thank you. You want to?
I don't know, ask him.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Hi, I have been your fan since I was a little kid.
Thank
I
you.
had the first movie. I have a question. When you return as the Black Ranger in Dino Comic, how do you feel about it?
It definitely felt different returning to a cast of Power Rangers because it was so popular at the time. Like, you know, they were telling everyone who worked on it, oh man, we're doing Power Rangers. Like, yeah, they're like, Jason Frank's coming back. I'm like, whoa, dude, Tommy, wow. It was like I was a legend on there. 10 years ago, they're like, oh my God, I used to watch you as a kid. All the Rangers that were Rangers on Dino Thunder used to watch me as a kid. So they used to come up and be like, oh my God. So I kind of felt like you know, the Snoop Dogg of rap. You know? Snoop Dogg's gonna rap on someone's record, and they're like, you know, Snoop Dogg's coming in. So I kind of felt like a legend at that time, filming with the guys, and it felt good going back because if I do go back, I want to go back as a Ranger. I don't want to come back as a different character. You know, even if I got to pass on the powers or mentor someone. You know what I mean? So it felt good going back. A lot different than the other shows, but it felt good. I like that cast a lot. Dino cast was fun.
Me too. Thanks.
You're welcome, buddy. You grab the photo up here, man. I guess a couple sign things.